Hi guys. So I just saw that Rudy Giuliani was at the White House today, which is interesting. Why would Trump's lawyer be at the White House today? I can't help but find it interesting, especially based on my reading that I posted yesterday, wondering if Trump is actually weighing his options right now. And, I saw that and got a little excited. Like, is it possible that he's having his lawyer come and see, would we be at that stage? So let's see if we can find out any information. Of course, there are a lot of other reasons. Rudy's involved in a lot of this other stuff, who knows? Let's see. So the question being, why was Rudy at the White House? Why was Rudy Giuliani at the White House today? What's going on and what will come of it? Is it big? Is it small? Help us to see. Okay, another interesting read here, I think. These cards are really interesting. So, the question being Rudy. What is Rudy doing there? Queen of Wands. This is my Nancy Pelosi, which is crazy, tying into the reading from yesterday. So, and just like the bad news, the bad stuff he's going through right now. I think this all ties in with the new information that's come out on the world stage. This world card again coming up for me. And the last couple reads on Trump, it was like out here and now it's at the top. Like, I don't know if that means that like things have elevated now, a lot of times I read this as, the world network of corruption that he's involved in, or the Mueller report, but the wholeness of the Mueller report. But I think I think that this is tying in with this newest news. I think that there's, first of all, more, which I think I see here. What I see here is, so this card, makes me very sad, and it's a sad card. The Four of Cups, Five of Cups. This is just loss. Okay, so I think we're talking about loss of life. Having to do with these Russian bounties in Afghanistan. Loss of American life is here. I think that they know possibly some actual soldiers who died in this, and somebody knows about more details about this. Like it's going to get more personal, I think. And the reason this is upside down, of course, like this would be normal loss. This is loss that like didn't need to happen. This is loss of this like twisted upside down situation with the bounties. So yeah, and what I think I got here, so Gina Haspel, I think I got that name right, the head of the CIA. She's actually, and I wanted to read on her also because she's going to the White House tomorrow with the head of the NSA, and they're going to be briefing the Gang of Eight, which is like a group in Congress. And I wanted to read on her, and I was wondering, is this her? Because this is like coming in soon. She might have more information on the money transfers for the American soldiers lost in this scheme, this Putin scheme. And I had this like feeling like that the White House maybe even knew about this, like that it wasn't even just knowing about the plan, but knowing about the actual, like that the CIA was actually also monitoring already. And that's why this stuff is getting leaked, is because somebody knows and is leaking these things. And so if they know, then probably the CIA knew and the White House knew. And so I don't know. I want to read on whether this is all this news coming out is an operation, a sort of operation. I got like such a hit on that today and got such chills, and I want to really read on that. And so with Pelosi, Trump just being just kind of almost ruined, and that's so the new information, the world stage stuff, lost money. And then on this side, so we're talking about Rudy. and we've got the devil. And I had this thought when I watched Rudy on the White House lawn today, and he gave a little press conference. He's insane. He's so full of it, but he's so good at being so full of it. And I'm just like, that is not a person who should be advising anybody, because he is in so deep. And that's like what the devil card can mean, and I think means here, is that like Rudy himself, he is tied to Trump staying president for his own protections. He's not going to go and advise him in any kind of way except to protect himself. So he's going in there and he's going to give terrible advice to Trump. And it's interesting. These three cards, they kind of flopped out together up, and they were, they were like backwards, so I couldn't see if they were upside down or not. And I just decided I'm going to turn them over. If they're upside down, they're upside down. They are all three upside down, which is so interesting because when I saw Rudy, I'm just like, remembered how his thing is just to turn everything upside down. He's like, oh, Biden, how many times he mentioned for no reason, Biden and his cognitive decline, like, and all that. It's just like turn everything upside down, because really it's Trump. And so what I see here in this card, right side up, would be leaving the situation, but it's upside down. He's telling Trump to stay. Of course he's telling Trump to stay because he's tied to the corruption himself and he needs Trump. So he's going to tell Trump, you should stay. This being America, like and he's telling him, we'll just turn everything, everyone's just seeing it wrong and we need to set it right, but really they want to set it wrong. I mean, it's just that whole upside down stuff. And then what I got here, so the Lover's card, upside down. Pretend like their dumb adolescent plan, I think, and we'll see, is to pretend that Putin is your enemy. So go out there and talk tough to Putin, right? So I'm going to put that there. I have a couple other cards I pulled on that, but that seems like a dumb enough plan for Rudy to come up with. Pretend you and Putin are enemies and you're tough. And that will fool America, right? So what I got at the base at that time was the Hanged Man. And then, sometimes when I look at the base card and I feel like other cards are connected to tell a story, the Hanged Man is like, that Giuliani wants is for himself also, like, buy more time. And that's also what he's like sort of saying to Trump. Just give it time. Let this thing, wash over. It'll go away. And then underneath it, the Sun card. So this thing is not going to go away. This thing is going to be more and more exposed. I get such a positive feeling from this. I mean, it's a positive card anyway. It might be the most positive card. It's just like, it's a card, the truth being exposed and like a new day and a new, it's the sun. The sun is so bright that it's all gonna be shined. I mean, it's just gonna shine through all the BS, really. And then, oh yeah, so for this Three of Pentacles, I was like, not really feeling anything on it. I was like, I'm not sure it's part of this story, but I just felt like it was. And then I realized, maybe it's trying to tell us the number 3. Maybe July. So what I eventually decided, and we'll see what happens, July 3rd, more light will shine on the situation. So we'll see. And then I decided let's get a little more clarity on this Lover's card. I get this 10 of Swords, which is just he's just going to be destroyed. I'm like, is Putin going to destroy him? Like, let's say he goes and pretends Putin is my enemy. He's going to be destroyed one way or another. And I see this Page of Wands as just more news coming out. Like, the news, this is why the news is his biggest enemy, because he can't go out there and do theater, because it's like Rachel Maddow always says, like, don't listen to what he says, look at what he does or something. And it's like, the news is always going to report what you're really doing despite what you're pretending to do. And somehow ultimately this is just destroying him. It's like, this is like the end card, it's like, it's just, you can try to buy more time here with this Hanged Man, but ultimately it's going to destroy you. Anyway, that's my read. Let me know if anything popped out. Feel free to comment. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.